Perfect. So your income is a direct reflection of how many people you're exposing to the information and how well they actually understand the information. Okay. So I want to talk to you guys about why multiple exposures is even important and why it actually matters. Okay. The first point that I want you guys to understand is people rarely make a decision after seeing something once. Right. That is just a common understanding and a common fact that we must know and understand is that people rarely make a decision after seeing something once. When you see somebody post a movie, or you don't usually go see the movie right away. When you go to the store and you see them sneakers or you see that outfit, sometimes you don't buy the outfit right away, but you come back to it. Right now, there are certain people who are in position and certain people who have a mindset of being an action taker, and they're going to come into the business. They're not going to waste any time, right? And they're going to take advantage right away. But is that what we're going to expect of everyone? No, because as we know, we are sometimes not even people who buy and take advantage of everything that we see right away. Okay. So, second, confidence is built through clarity. Okay. Confidence is built through clarity, and clarity comes from repeated and layered exposure. Okay. So what does that mean when we say confidence is built through clarity, right? It's like I want you guys to imagine this, right? As in this business, we're leaders. In this business, we're exposing people. And our goal, what is our goal here? Let me anybody on this call who has a goal of reaching six figures in this business, right? What is the overall goal as far as our people? What is our goal as far as getting people into our business? What is our goal for these people? Impacting, right? Impacting. So when it comes down to it, right, your goal, how do we impact people? Our goal is to lead them to making money, hitting their goals, right? Hitting a destination that they probably didn't know how to reach on their own. So I want you to visualize this. Imagine you got glasses on, right? Y'all know how sometimes your phone screen be all smudged and nasty looking. You got to clean it off. Imagine you got glasses and I just take sticky
Thank you,
hands and rub my
Bobby.
fingers on the glasses and you can't see. But then I tell you, hey, go, come over here, go over there, and I try to direct you to a location that you can't even clearly see. Right? Anybody on the call wear glasses? Think about how you feel when you don't got your glasses on. It's like, hold on, it's a little blurry now. I'm not confident with just doing everything that I could do. Some people got glasses and they can't even drive a car because they can't see without their glasses. Right, Shania. I put on her glasses before, and I felt like I was blind when I put the glasses on. Right, so we got to understand that confidence is built through clarity. People will not confidently move and take action if they don't have the clarity that they really need. Right, and so put this as a side note. You make a lot of money in this business by being a problem solver. Okay. So if you got glasses on and your glasses are smudged and you can't see, and you like, Josh, I can't see, I can't get where you're telling me to get. Me being a problem solver, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take the glasses off your face. I'm gonna take my shirt and I'm gonna clean your glasses for you. So when people are first exposed to the business and they don't have the clarity and they don't have the confidence yet, you need to get down to the bottom and you need to be a problem solver and make sure that they're more clear so that they can have the confidence that they need. Right? So clarity comes from repeated and layered exposure. So what does that mean? You might have to repeat some of the information. Right? I get off the call with certain people after the entire Zoom call. And they'd be like, um, so yeah, what do I get again? And I'd be like, bro, what? We was just on an hour-long call. And I just spent the whole time showing you what you get. But sometimes they need to be reassured. They need to be reminded, right? And sometimes that first call isn't the call. Sometimes they need to be invited into a room, to an event, right? Let me not get ahead of myself. Next, multiple exposures equals more confidence, right? More conversions and more duplication, right? Multiple exposures equals more confidence, more conversions, and more duplication. Don't all of those things sound amazing? More confidence. I want to have a confident team. Do y'all want a team of people who are unconfident? All right. That's like an unconfident friend group. Y'all ever had a friend that wasn't confident, and when y'all go outside, now she hating, now he slick hating on you because they not confident in themselves? That's not even good energy to have around you. It's like, get some confidence, right? Get some confidence. Like, oh, why are you looking at you? Like, and then they start that's jealous and it builds up envy. If you start winning in this business and you don't have a team that's confident, they're going to be jealous and envious of your success. If you have people that you expose the business to and they're not clear on the business or confident to get started and you start winning, they're going to get envious of your success. Right? So having people in position to be confident is extremely powerful. Next, more conversions. What do I mean when I say more conversions? More people saying yes and joining your business. Once you get that congratulations email, someone has now been converted from a prospect to a business partner, from a prospect to a customer. We thrive off of conversions, right? Next is more duplication, right? How many of you guys want people to duplicate what you're doing in your business? I know Leah does. Leah brought in some people. She like, man, yeah, I want my team to duplicate. All right, I know Terica does. Terica brought in someone in our business, and she's like, man, I don't want to do this hard work all by myself. Carolina brought someone in. I don't want to do all this hard. I want duplication. I want that system. I want that teamwork. I want that team effort, that team energy. All right. So next, I want to talk to you guys about an exposure flow. Okay. Y'all know how forget it, just a flow. Okay. It's an exposure flow. So I want to give you guys a simple and duplicatable structure for exposures. I want y'all to write this down in steps. Okay. So that you could start to check off okay, boom. Before I really stressed out and cried about or complained about this person not joining my business, did I go through these different methods of exposures? The first exposure is a personal grand opening call, right? This is a soft, warm invite to friends, family members, and your network. Okay. And so what you want to do is you want to share your why with these people, right? You want to let them know that you're starting a new journey. And here's how you could support my journey or be a part of my journey. That is the overall goal of a grand opening. Okay. So you want to use your mentor, right? The person that is guiding the community, the person that is guiding you, leading you, whether that's myself, whether that's a Carnisha, whether that's a Leah. You want to use that person, right, to how could I say it? To add some experience to you telling these people I'm starting this journey, right? Y'all go ahead and show some love in the chat for Tanaya, all right? Drop some fire, right? Tanaya just joined the community, I believe yesterday, maybe yesterday or the day before, all right? Drop some fire, drop some love in the chat for the new member. But Tanaya just got started, and her making that decision to get started was based off of what she took away from the opportunity call. What she took away from the launch call. Okay, man, I could finally learn how to trade. I could finally do this. I could finally do that. She knows why she started, but is she in position to explain all of the products, services, and resources like myself? Definitely not. But what she is in position to do is tell her story of why. Right? So your grand opening is you being a person that is not super experienced to just invite the people that in your circle, the people that you love and care about. If you have not done this already, you want to create a list, right? Tanaya, you want to create a list. You want to create a list of people that you know that could use some extra income, people that you know that want to travel more, people that you know that want to be entrepreneurs, want to be business owners, that want to work smarter and not work harder. A list of people who are popular, a list of people who are influential, a list of people who are content creators, right? And so with that list, these are all people who could possibly and potentially see value in what you're now doing. You're not here to beg them or convince them, but you're simply here to expose them to why you're here and why you're doing what you're doing. And then you're supposed to collaborate that call with somebody who has the experience to tell people, yeah, I'm here with Tanaya. I'm here with Chase. I'm here with Carolina. I'm here with so-and-so. And I'm here to guide them. I've been doing this for this amount of time. This is my experience. This is what I've been able to do. And these are the resources that we have access to. Right? So Leah's job might be just taking them through the back office and showing them the courses, showing them the education. showing them go live, showing them what is all available. And then Leah might say, Josh, I want you to come on this call, right? Me and Tanaya scheduled out that we're going to do this call Monday. We're going to do this call on Tuesday. And I want you to come on with your expertise and break down the business, maybe even the price, and close them out, answer their questions for them. So it's not Tanaya's job. It's not Leah's job to really do too much of like question answering and objection overcoming. All right. When I first talked to Tanaya, it was an objection that appeared on the call. Right. She was like, oh, well, in a sense of let me think a little bit more on it or let me wait. Right. And, Leah being a person, right, she's not here to beg or convince Tanaya to join her business. Right. So that's where I come into play from a person of experience, a person that's helped a lot of people, a person that's heard a lot of excuses. And if I didn't overcome those excuses I'm going to drop a one in the chat if you had an excuse of why you couldn't have or shouldn't have joined the business right away. Drop a one. Right. We all have. I did. I don't know if y'all going to sit here and act like y'all perfect and y'all was just like, yeah, I'm all in right away. You might have, but I know most people, even if you don't vocally say the excuse, you're thinking of an excuse. Like, oh, bills is coming up, right? So it's normal to have those excuses. Now, drop a 2 in the chat, right? If you had that excuse in your mind or you vocally said an excuse and somebody helped you overcome it and you're happy that you overcame it because you've been getting results. Exactly. Right? So we don't want to accept their excuses. We're meant to be problem solvers. So, but you being the person that's introducing them to the business, you can't be the person to talk them out of their excuses. Because why? They're like, oh, you just trying to convince me to do it so you could get paid. I heard you could waive your monthly fee. You just trying to get your fee waived. When in reality, it ain't even about that. I don't need you. I don't need you. I just don't want you to make an excuse that could stop you from your results. So what you need to do is have a third party, a more experienced person, a person who they know really don't even care about them to help them overcome that objective in a way that doesn't come off as you convincing, you begging, you looking needy. How many of y'all want to look needy? I know I don't. So you use other people. You leverage other people. You leverage the people who have experience so that they don't come off as a, bro, I know we all got bills. I'm not going to say that to that person. But I'm going to give them another perspective of how that excuse isn't worth them missing out on the goals that they have. Does this make sense, you guys? Right? So that's what a grand opening is really all about. A grand opening isn't about the same, and I even had a conversation with my mentor. And he like, Josh, things is really picking up again, even bigger, and you need more leaders. You can't do full Zoom calls for every single grand opening. And he refreshed my memory on what the purpose of a real grand opening really was. And it was mainly about that person just connecting with their people and giving them a light exposure. All right. So after a grand opening, what's the next exposure? A team launch call. Okay. A team launch call where now we might have been able to get people to commit to join your business after your grand opening. We might have got them to say yes. But that's not the end all and be all, because on that call, it was probably just you and 5 people. It was probably just you and 10 people, 20 people. So our goal is to really leverage our team launch calls. Why? Because at this point, they might not have gotten a full, professional, beautiful presentation within your grand opening. They might not have felt global confidence in what it is that you're talking about. So when you give them that first exposure of just a you and a Leah thing, or just a you and a Carolina thing, or a you and a Noonie thing, or a you and a Carnisha thing, when they get that first exposure, it's like, okay, cool. These are 2 people, right? I know her. I don't know the other person, but she just introduced me to the other person. The other person is showing me all of these cool things. Now All right, cool. That's good information. I appreciate that. Or that's great information. I'm ready to get started. But you want to take those people and lead them to the next launch call. And this launch call is where everybody on the team is invited people. It ain't just your people. It's not just your 5 that was on your grand opening. It's not just your 3 that might be a little interested. It's going to be Jock's 3. It's going to be Bree's 3, Chase's 3, Nooney's 3, my 10, whoever's 10. All right? It's going to be a bigger call with more people all around the world to do what, you guys? What do you think that call will do? What do you think the purpose of that call is? Somebody take a guess. Y'all couldn't have been listening. Y'all couldn't have been listening if y'all don't got a good guess. Somebody said network. Somebody said other interests, global confidence. So the purpose of the team launch is to give them a bigger vision. When they got on your grand opening, it was just your vision. It was just Leah telling her story. The person that brought you in, giving them a little bit more understanding. That team launch should typically have 50 plus people on the call. That team launch, when I say drop your city, drop your state in the chat, it's going to go from, oh, I know Tanaya. Tanaya, where you located again? Florida? No? ATL? Oh, you here with me. Right? So it's going to be from Tanaya saying, having her family who are in Florida, her friends who are not Florida, her family who are in Atlanta, her friends who are in Atlanta, hearing her story, hearing Leah's story. And then they get invited to this big call with 50 plus people and somebody in the chat like, I'm in the UK. Somebody else in the chat like, I'm in Wisconsin. Somebody else in the chat like, I'm in Florida. Somebody else in the chat like, I'm from Chicago. Somebody else in the chat like, I'm in Minnesota. Guess what that does? That gives them a bigger vision. Oh, this ain't just a little Tanaya thing. This ain't just some little business that she's trying to start. This ain't just some little thing that she's trying to get me to do. This is something that a lot of people all over are taking advantage of. And then when they get on the team launch call, it's no longer just Tanaya's story. It's Bree coming up and giving a testimony. It's Carolina coming up giving a testimony. It's now putting them in front of different people for them to be able to relate more. I want you to look at multiple exposures like multiple strings attached. You know how there's a puppet? I gave this analogy a little bit ago. And you got the little thing on top and you can control the puppet's arms, the hands. You get the puppet to move. Our goal is to get people to move into the business. I want you to go from outside the business, sitting there still. And then I just attach so many strings where I can move the foot, I can move the other foot, the hand, and I'm now walking you into my business. What are the strings attached? The different exposures, the different stories that they're hearing from different people to get them to relate with the business. Tanaya calling them might have got them one hand, one string attached. You can't move a person with just one hand. Them hearing Leah's story might have got one leg in the mix, right? Now you're able to move one leg and one hand. Then they hear Bree, that's another hand. Then they hear Looney, that's another. Now they're able to walk, but their back ain't really strong. So you might need another string on the back to support them, right? Is this making sense, y'all? Y'all following me? Okay. So this is where the team will now come together. And at this point, this is where we mob. We're supposed to come deep. Like, no offense, right? Some of y'all are new and y'all gonna be like, what? This is where we jump people into the business. Ain't no one-on-ones. It ain't no one-on-one. We're jumping you into the business on this team launch call. Why? Because you're joining our environment where everybody who's already getting results, who's already confident, who's already excited. You know how you get jumped into a gang and you haven't seen that in a movie or a show? It's like, oh, you really want to be a part? Oh yeah. Take these feet. Right? And they jump you into the movement. So us jumping people is just bombarding them with confidence, bombarding them with more information, more experiences, more testimonies. Does this make sense? Okay. So that call for you and your business is meant to edify the system that we have here. That call is meant for them to see things bigger than you. Okay, this isn't just a Tanaya thing, but they have a real system. She's just now somebody within the system. And if I want access to this system, I got to connect with her. That call is meant to edify the products. You're new. You might not be able to tell people how powerful harmonics is, how powerful blaze is, how powerful the course is. But that's what this call is meant to do. And it's also meant to edify the success stories. Okay. Number 3 are going to be video overviews. Video overviews. I'm about to take the time out, me and a few of my leaders, and we're going to create new overview videos, more simple overview videos, a simple overview for Blaze, a simple overview for Harmonics, a simple overview. We already have one for the entire community, an overview of the travel membership. So that when people are interested in certain things, you can now just send them a little quick video overview to give them more insight. Right? So this pre-recorded video presentation is meant to drip a little bit more information on them. Okay? People need to see that this is bigger than just them and you. It's a complete movement. Right? And so them seeing that there's like video overviews and all of that stuff, they're seeing that you did a grand opening, they're seeing a team launch call, and you're also you still got more info. You know what that means? This is a well-oiled machine. Y'all got like y'all really do this for real, for real. This ain't just a you thing. This ain't just something that you're trying out. This is something where the tools and resources are already here and available. Right? Number 4 is the Telegram guest chat. This is the 4th exposure. You want to add people to the Telegram guest chat to see new members getting started, to see the wins and the testimonies, and to get energy, proof, and community. Now, you don't want to take interested people and just throw them in a Telegram group. Why? Because they're still unsure of what things even is, what's going on. So you want to make sure that you're getting those initial exposures accomplished before they get to this point. Does that make sense? We want them to already know the different products and services so that when they get to the Telegram chat, they see people using Blaze. It makes sense now. They see people using the travel membership. It makes sense now. Right? They see people getting results with Harmonics. It makes sense now. They watch the video overview of how Harmonics works. Understand that's okay. They can't even use it until they join. Like they need Harmonics to be able to use it. So if you was able to show them an overview of how Blaze worked before they even joined, guess what? That's now a more confident and educated person before they even got started. Now they like, hey, bro, I just joined. Put me on that Blaze app. Where I go to download it? I already know how to take the signal. How many of y'all would rather have people who come into your business already knowledgeable, where you ain't got to babysit them no more? Now, if people join your business off of the first exposure, perfect. And we just got to get them up to speed. But this is going to start to make life easier for you. All right? So, number 5 is going to be virtual trainings and events. All right, now they're in the group chat. Now they got so many different exposures. Give them an opportunity to get something like this. You might have a prospect or somebody that wants to join your business and they don't know the steps to actually starting a business. So you giving them access to one of our basic business owner trainings will give them education and knowledge on what they need to do to start winning here. You giving them access to a basic trading training. Darius did a Blaze overview. You give access to one of your prospects that already knows the price, already knows everything. That might be the closing factor. Man, I see that there's 15 people locked in on a call at 11 in the morning. And everybody's taking notes. Everybody's learning. Everybody's interactive. I could learn here. That might be the closing factor for them. So you want to invite them to upcoming Zoom trainings or lifestyle and investment calls, right? So when we're talking, we're coming together as a community. That's going to be another point that they could be exposed to. But then again, don't do this in the wrong order. Don't throw somebody into a call like this and they haven't even been aware of everything that we do, because then you're going to stunt their growth. They're going to start hearing about some trading stuff and they don't even know that there's a course to teach the basics while we're teaching more advanced information. And now they're going to be like, man, bro, I was just so confused on that call. I don't even know where to start. They need to know that that call is for when they start, after they already went through the initial steps. Okay? These calls make them feel like they're already a part of something valuable. And after you give them access to one, guess what you do? There's no more access, brother. You got to get started. Your time is up, brother. You have to join. All right? Number 6 is going to be one-on-one Zoom calls. Schedule a short 15 to 20-minute one-on-one Zoom call where you show them the Blaze app yourself. You show them your favorite product. You show them your favorite service. You break down the Forex platform or the travel platform or the stocks and crypto or digital marketing and e-commerce. You might even get on a 15-minute call with them and you just watch go live with them for a little bit. How bad do y'all want to win? That's my question. You gonna give up after the first I don't know, or I don't know, or I'm not interested? Or are you gonna say, man, what's really got you not interested? Let's see if we could get you more clarity. Would that help? Right? When you start to do multiple exposures, not only are you giving them more information and confidence, but you're allowing them to trust you and mess with you even more. That's why I do free trials for trading. Because they like, man, they just gave me value and I didn't even give them $1 yet. So they know when they get started, it's going to be even more value. They already know that. Right? So you want to answer questions in a non-salesy, value first way when you do these one-on-one calls. This is about just informing them. So you might say, Josh, I'm new to the business. Understand your calendar is going to equal your bank account here. Your calendar is going to equal your activity is going to tell what type of success and results you're going to have. So in the beginning of the week, guess what you should probably do? Some grand openings, a grand opening. And after you have exposed people to your business in the beginning of the week, you should be mapping out times throughout the rest of the week where you're going to put them in a position to be exposed again. So boom, let's just say I just got started. Day 1, I'm Tanaya. Hey, Leah, I listened to everything they said on the call, or Josh said on the call. I got my list. When could we do like my grand opening? Like, can you show me what I need to do? Now you get with Leah and you set up your grand opening, right? Grand opening might be Monday. Boom. You and Leah take the time out on Monday. If you got a bunch of people on that call and Leah called me and say, Josh, it's like 20 people on this call. Get on here, close them out. Right? I'm going to get on there and I'm going to work. Right? But if it's just a couple people, y'all got that. Leah got that. Right? And your goal is to just get them exposed. So after that first grand opening, let's say you do a grand opening Monday. I want you to write this down. I want you to understand how you can start to schedule your work. Let's say you do a grand opening Monday at 4:00. When is the team launch on Monday? What time is the team launch on Monday?
It's at 8, right?
Depending on the time zone.
I was about to say it definitely changes, but yeah.
So Monday, the team launch is going to be at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Oh, no, my bad. That's the team huddle. 7 p.m. Eastern Time, my bad. All right? 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. You guys should know this. If you don't know this, then you don't know your business. The schedule is meant to work for you. This is where the leaders are doing the work for you. You should know when the work is getting done for you. Right? So after this call, go look at the schedule. You go to the Telegram chat, you go to community, you go to new members, start here and understand the schedule. Write the schedule in your schedule, right? So boom, let's say Tanaya does her grand opening at 4 p.m. They spent like 30, 45 minutes on the call maybe. She told her story. She let them know why she see value in this, right? And now they got off the call. And guess what they do? They lead from one meeting to another meeting. We finished at 4:30. Hey, if you are on this call, I appreciate you guys for showing up. If anybody is ready to get started right away, we could go ahead and get you started now. But for those, for everybody that came on this call, I want to also invite you guys to another call. So let's say to Tanaya, this is working smarter and not harder. Let's say Tanaya has 15 people on that call, 15 people who are not in the business. 3 people decide to join. Perfect. But then at 4:30, she finishes that call, and there's another call at 6 o'clock that we're gonna come and mob the call. And she tells all of her 15 people, even the 3 who joined, we're gonna be doing a more detailed call at 6 o'clock where you could get deeper insight. You can hear different stories and see different people who are doing this too. But I want you to know that because you're invited by me, you could invite 1 to 2 people. Now, Tanaya goes from that call to have 15 people, and she shows up to the 6 o'clock call with 18, 25, 30 people who are all connected to her. And let's say you invited a friend to your 4:30, and then they came to the 6 o'clock and they invited 2 friends, and their 2 friends are ready to get started, but they're not ready to get started. You sign up their 2 friends. And now their 2 friends are in the business and they sit back like, they got started? Hold on. Hold on. I get paid Friday. I get paid. Get me in the business Friday. I get paid. I'm not giving you no more people. I get paid Friday. Right? And you just signed up those 2 people. You get 9 days to put those 2 people somewhere in the business. And now when that person gets started on Friday, you could put the people that they invited you, they introduced you to under them. Some of y'all not feeling how this is the right way to do this, right? Some of y'all not, y'all ain't did it for real before, so you don't know how this really could work in your favor. This is how you get to gold in a couple of days. As a brand new person, this is how we got people to $600 a month in just 3 days, 2 days. We worked smarter and not harder. So you do that call with 15 people, your grand opening. You take those people and you invite them to your launch, the team launch at 6 o'clock. Then on Monday, that night, we have a call where it's a team huddle. And now on the team huddle, we're welcoming everybody to the community. We're introducing the new success stories, the new rank ups, the people who withdrew that week. I'm doing a training showing people how to grow even more. So now the people that you just brought in their first 24 hours, they probably didn't waive their monthly fee because they joined on the first call, invited people to the second call. Now all three of them are in the biz on the Zoom call for the team huddle. And now we're welcoming the person that just hit 2 and free. We're congratulating the person that just ranked up. We're congratulating all of the people who just got started. And then on Tuesday, what's going on? We got a product overview. We're going over harmonics at 6 o'clock. You could be doing another grand opening at 4 o'clock and inviting the people from your grand opening at 4 o'clock. The people who was on the Monday call, you could be inviting them to the harmonic scanner overview at 6 o'clock on Tuesday. And now they're learning how this tool works. And now they might be ready to get started then. Then Stevenson Lindor is going live on Go Live on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. You could tell all of the people that just got started in your business, let's get on this Go Live flow. Let's learn something together. And then at 9 o'clock, there's another team launch. And now on this team launch on Tuesday, the person that just got started with you on Monday, that just went 2 and 3, that just got to silver, they're now telling their story on the team launch. Yeah, this person just got started yesterday, and now they're already making $300 a month. This person just got started Sunday, and now they're making $600 a month. Yeah. This is where the business starts to boom. This is where we create 6-figure earners in 90 days. When you leverage multiple exposures in the correct way. But let me tell you the only way you can do it. You got to write your workout. You got to write down who you invited to the call, who showed up to your grand opening, so that you then know who to invite to the next thing. You got to track your business and track your work, because that's the only thing that's going to allow it to work, and that's the only thing that's going to allow it to make sense. I thank God I recorded this call. The next thing you want to have is a planner. Every single day, you need to have a plan for the day. If you don't plan your own day, the world will plan it for you. If you do not plan your own day, your boss will plan it for you. And some of y'all are trying to get out of a 9-to-5 job right now that you don't like. But you're allowing them to be the only plans that you have for the day. That's a problem. You should be grinding your business and your job. You should be learning the markets and your job. You need to set out time within your schedule where you will be learning the markets, if that's what you really want. You need to be setting time out in your schedule to practice using the tools, if that's what you really want. Hopping on Go Live, that needs to be in the schedule. You don't need to be on Go Live every single day, all day long. No. Find that beginner educator that make it make sense for you. They're probably only going live Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Go live, get on Go Live Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tuesday, we got the team opportunity. The team product overview. Thursday, we're going over Blaze. You don't have to submerge yourself with the information in a very short period of time. You need to just make progress every single day. You should be making progress in your trading knowledge if you're learning how to trade, and your dropshipping digital marketing knowledge if that's what you're focusing on right now. You should be making progress. I shouldn't have to call you for you to do what you need to do to make progress. You paid for the resources. You got to use that, and you got to make your plan of when you're going to use it. Okay? So now it's Tuesday. You could have hit at least silver at this point. Now by Wednesday, we got a how to build your business training at 4:00. Your entire team of new members that got started within the past few days should be on that training. Why? So they could learn all of the things that you just learned, so that they could go do things without you. You get 3 people in your business to surpass you, you'll never be surpassed. Your goal is not to be the leader with followers. That's not cool here. You want to be a leader of leaders. You want people moving with you in the business. And the only way you get them to that point is if you bring them forward. You get them to understand everything that you understand right away. And you don't do that by doing all the talking. You do that by getting them in front of the information. When I do calls like this and I see the numbers are low, I don't get upset, because all of y'all are in my business. I did my part. But are everybody that's in your business on this call to be getting the same information that you're getting right now, so that they can move with you? That's where you got to start to ask yourself. This call is meant to work for me. Is my entire business on this call? Are the people that I'm working with newly right now on this call? The people that I'm currently spending my time working with are on this call. I can't work with all hundreds of people in my business at once. But the people that I'm personally bringing into the business right now, that I'm personally giving energy and efforts to, are on this call. Why? Because I'm taking time out of my day to make sure that they're there. You got to do the same thing. If you show up to these calls by yourself as a business owner, you are literally setting yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself up to be the person that knows it all and to have a team that is confused, a team that is lost. Right? So I talked about virtual trainings and events. I talked about the schedule. I talked about one-on-ones. All right. Now, the last thing I want to talk to you guys about is social media exposure. That's the last exposure. And it's not really the last exposure, but these are seven exposures. I feel like some of y'all haven't even got to 4 or 5. 7 exposures. All right. Document your journey, you guys, even if you're learning. Leah jumped from 0 to 7. Leah didn't do nothing before 7. And 7 got her a business to where she went back and then did number 1, and then did number 2, and then did number 3. She documented her journey before she did a grand opening. All right. Same thing for Bree. They posted on social media, got people interested in their business before they even had guests in the chat. And that's okay. It's fine. But now let's add some real structure to it. Now let's make sure that our team and the people that we're bringing into our business have the proper structure to it. Okay? So you're documenting your journey, even if you're still learning. I want y'all to understand, the cheat code to you winning in business right now is you don't know much. Tanaya, do not sit here and be like, oh, I don't know a lot. I don't know if I can help people. People hate a know-it-all because you know what know-it-alls do? They spit a bunch of facts that don't even help people. Oh, bro, yeah, man, I learned trading, bro. I use Fibonacci. I use this. I use that. I use that. That don't sound exciting. Tanaya, you are better than the person that know it all when you could simply say, man, I just got started a couple of days ago. I watched a few videos and I'm learning. It's making sense. I will be more than happy to get started with you by you saying, I got started. I paid this little bitty fee. I watched some videos and now it's giving me clarity. I will buy something from you now because now I know that I can learn what you learned in the same way that you learned it. The person that's like, yeah, bro, I know Fibonacci. I do this, I do that. My trading strategy hits. I made 5K yesterday. How long did it take you to do that? Man, bro, I'm a quick learner. I learned it fast. I'm a self-made learner. I do it myself. How do I know I could come in and do that? You know everything. You a fast learner. I'm a slow learner. Damn. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do that. So it's beneficial to be the person that don't know it all. Leah in her video said, I'm not really experienced and all, but, and what did that do? 23,000 plus views because people could resonate with that. Comment your Instagram if you want to start this journey with me. She didn't say comment your Instagram if you want me to mentor you. People could resonate. People want to team up with people. People want to go through the process with people. People want to learn with people. Right? So you want to create tutorial videos, right? Leah made a video showing how to use Blaze. That one TikTok video where she showed them how to use, guess what? She could be sending that to her prospects. Man, I really want to learn trading. Oh, did you check out my video that I just posted? What video? Look, this is an app where I didn't know much about trading and I was able to use this app to make money. Watch this video. It's only 60 seconds. You need to be leveraging your videos. Leverage yourself. Leverage the documentation that you already made. Did you watch that video when I first got started? Go look at that. Now I got a community of 10, 20 people. And they're now learning and making money with me. Did you see the video of one of my business partners learning? Did you see that she made money? No, I didn't see that video. Send them that video too. Do y'all see how this starts to work for you now? When people comment on one of your videos, you could be directing them to other content that cover these areas. Somebody get off of the team launch call. Man, Leah, I'm a mom. Oh, did you see that interview that I did on my page with that mom that's in the community? Let me send this to you. Check this out. You start handling objections with pre-existing content. So guess what? Now they know it ain't cap. Dang, you made this video 2 weeks ago. You ain't just make this video for me to join. You already had this in the art. Like, dang. Right? So you want to have tutorials. You want to have reviews. What are reviews? When you see people like Bree just dropped in the chat, I made $100-something using the Blaze app. Go call Bree, text Bree. Hey, Bree, can we get on a Zoom call? Can I make a TikTok video? Can I record you? And can you tell me how you did it? You interview Bree on Zoom. You get on FaceTime with Bree. You set up a camera, show your FaceTime call. You post it on your Instagram story, your Reels, your TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. Because guess what? People might not relate with you and want to join you, but they might relate with Bree. And because of Bree's story, you got people to join you. Because of how Bree looks, because of how Bree talks, because of where Bree is from, you got people to join you. I say all the time, this is not just my community. This is all of our community, and everyone needs to leverage it. This is how you leverage it, right? So tutorials, reviews, or explainers of the products and services and stuff like that, right? You want to repost testimonies and results from the community. Like I mentioned, when you see people making money, repost that. Talk about it. Put your face in the camera. Don't just post screenshots all day, right? And then always have a call to action. Always. Comment your Instagram if you want to learn more. Comment travel if you want to learn how you save money traveling. Comment travel if you want to make money traveling. Do this, do this. You got to tell them what you need them to do for you to be able to connect with them, for you to know who's interested. You always need a call to action. All right? So could I challenge you guys? Put me in the chat if you're down for it. All right, type me in the chat if you're down for a challenge. Bree said challenge already accepted. All right, bet. Go climb to the top of the Empire State Building. Scream global momentum creators. And jump off with a parachute and get the video and post it for me. No, I'm just joking. You agreed to the challenge. You didn't know what the challenge was. I love that though. That means you trust me. All right. So I challenge you guys to expose 10 people this weekend. All right. Host a grand opening call this weekend. And add at least 2 guests to the Telegram after you've done that. When you do this and you start bringing in people who do this, it will create an amazing culture and momentum will become unstoppable. All right. So boom, what is step number 1 to complete this challenge? Step number 1, you got to make a list. Ask yourself those questions, write the names down for each question. You should be able to come up with at least 30 to 50 names minimum. That might sound like a lot, but it's only a lot if you're going to be bougie and be picky about who you expose it to. What I want you to understand, no matter who doubts you, do y'all think people didn't doubt me in this journey? Do y'all think people never told me Josh trading don't work, it's a scam? Do y'all think people never told me, yo, bro, you got a business where you recruit people and this and that? Every business recruits people. Yesterday was the NFL draft, and they just recruited new players to run and tackle each other. This is life. Life is all about new people, new sales, new business. And recruiting is a skill of finding talent. Your job recruited you, whether it was the Indeed listing that got you, whether it was the friend recruited you to work the same job that they work at. This is the only thing where we really, regular people could recruit people to some money. How many of y'all are okay with being recruited to some money? I am. Recruit me, please. Don't forget about me. Recruit me. Hey, I want more money, right? So when you expose people, I want you to be aware that you're gonna come across people who are not gonna get it, who's not gonna understand it, who's gonna focus on the negative. Oh, I gotta pay. You pay the price every single day. of being broke. This is reality. Am I speaking facts, y'all? Am I speaking facts? There's a price you got to pay regardless. It's hard being broke, and it's hard taking a risk to get rich. Choose your hard. Choose your hard. So I want to prepare you that not everybody is going to understand. You feel me tonight? Not everybody's going to get it. Not everybody is going to be willing to make the same sacrifice that you made. Not everybody even cares about their goals as much as you do. So you need to not have the expectation that everybody should just agree. Everybody should just believe. Everybody should just get it. I get people that come into the business and they be super excited. And then they go talk to their sister and their sister convince them out the business. Why you do that? You so stupid. What do you mean? You ain't called me and put me on to nothing? I'm stupid for trying? That's crazy. We grew up in it. A lot of us, if you've never been rich and wealthy, if you don't have an environment of rich and wealthy people, you're gonna receive that backlash. Why? Because certain people tried to do different things before. And you know what they did? They allowed other people's doubt to convince them out of it. They gave up. They quit. So now you're gonna try it, and guess what they're gonna do? Give you that same doubt, that same quitter energy that's going to tell you that's unrealistic. You can't make money like that. When we see it every single day now. So that's normal. So I want you guys to go into this process, doing your grand opening, knowing why you started. Right? If I went to my parents and said, "Hey, mom, should I pay $200 to learn trading and investing?" I'm gonna be honest, my parents would have told me yes. They would have told me yes. I've been a risk taker and they seen me take risks and get success from it. Some of you guys aren't yet. I was helping pay bills when I was 16. Some of y'all haven't been in that position. And your parents look at you as like this little baby, beautiful chipmunk. And they like, oh baby, I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want you to hurt, I want you to make bad decisions. My parents looked at me like a little wolf. I was out here, I was out here getting held at gunpoint at 16 selling sneakers. I was getting held at gun. I was getting robbed. I got robbed fixing people selling phones. I was already out there in these streets figuring it out. I wasn't selling drugs, but I was already taking big risk. So my parents was trusting that, oh, my son, he already take risk. He obviously know what he doing. He gonna learn from it. I took losses and learned from it. I got robbed before. And guess what I did? I was like, bet. I'll be damned if I come link up by myself again. Somebody tried to rob me at gunpoint and my brother was with me. All right? Now, if my brother wasn't with me, guess what? I would have just got. They didn't know my brother was with me. My brother popped up. And then something bad happened. Nobody died, though. Nobody died. But the person was intended to do something bad and it ended badly for him. Right? But my parents, they know that. So they don't look at me how some of y'all people might look at y'all. Some of y'all may have never did that. So you got to understand, as a parent, if you're not aware of investing and trading and stuff like that, you not they're what they are. Let me tell y'all what this is. This is insecurity in them because they're not knowledgeable of it. So with you making certain decisions, they're not knowledgeable enough to help you if you get stuck, help you if you don't understand. So they just gonna tell you don't do that because I'm not familiar with that. But that's not what they telling you. They telling you don't do that because da 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 da. But it's really just an unfamiliarity in them. And a lot of people are this way, your friends, your family. So I want you to understand that right now. Right? And after you expose them, just expose them with a good heart, with genuineness. Like, okay, yeah, you want to make $600 a month, $1,000 a month, but not everybody is meant to join your business. We're not here to convince and beg people. There's a world full of people who don't know nothing about investing or business. We're just here to expose them to a way of doing it. Okay. So I want to challenge everybody. Drop 10 in the chat. Operation 10. Drop 10. Drop 10. If you're gonna set a goal and you're gonna work to expose 10 people this weekend. Perfect. So first, you want to make that list. Once you got that list made, get with the person that invited you into the business. If they're experienced, if you don't feel like they're that experienced, it's okay. All right. Reach out to myself, and we can host a short call where you tell your story, you let them know why you get started, you introduce them to me, and I give them some details and some information on the business. And I usually don't do many calls on the weekend, but Saturday we could do a big team launch call to where everybody who's exposed throughout the day could invite the people that they exposed to the team launch. Okay. And then Sunday, we have our new member orientation call where we break down everything for all new members. So they will be educated. You don't have to worry about knowing everything to get them going. So the last part of this training, you guys, give me 5 more minutes, 5-10 minutes, and we're done. But today is Residual Friday, right? And what that means is today people are getting paid in the future from the work that they did in the past. Some of you guys are going to expose 10 this Saturday, and you're going to get paid every single Friday for the rest of 2025, every single Friday for the rest till however, like you could really be in position to get paid for the rest of your life, as long as this company is paying and the company is here. But the best part about it is you build a network in the process to where you got people that could already be in position, whatever. I'll talk about that to, other leaders. But one, right? Celebrate residuals, right? That's what we got to do. We got to celebrate the residuals. And in this message, my focus for you guys is I don't want you guys to allow your weekend to be your weekend, right? I don't want you to allow your weekend to be your weekend. So if you got paid today residually, clap for yourself, right? Clap for yourself. Shout out to you. If you didn't, then it's time to lock in so that next Friday hits different for you. Some of y'all just go ahead and mouth to yourself. It's time to lock in. It's time to lock in. It's time to lock in. Right? If y'all trying to get paid every single Friday, it's time to lock in. It's time to lock in. It's time to lock in. All right? The second thing, right? I want y'all to understand the weekend trap. Most people treat Friday through Sunday like it's time off of their goals. Oh, it's time to go have fun now. I didn't grind it all week. I deserve it. I deserve it. People be love to spend all their money. Be like, man, bro, I deserved it. I mean, I guess winners, they double down on the weekend. Because guess what? As business owners, I love the weekend because everybody else is lingering, lounging, already prepared to spend some money. So I'm finna be grinding and you're gonna spend money on my business. Right? I double down on the weekend. While everybody else is chilling, I'm going hard. So when my Mondays look like their Fridays, how many of y'all want your Mondays to look like people Fridays? When they dreading going in on Monday, I'm like, ugh, let's get some money out this market, man. Let me make some money sitting on my butt. That's my Monday. All right. So while others unwind, you position yourself for a breakthrough when you grind throughout the weekend. Right? Number 3, close strong, start stronger. That's the mindset that you got to have. Right? When it comes down to ranking up in the business, hitting silver, hitting gold, hitting platinum, diamond, star diamond, titanium, star titanium, all of that good stuff, the rank cutoffs are Monday. I repeat the quote? While others are unwind, you position yourself for a breakthrough. Is that the one you're talking about? Okay. So rank cutoffs are on Monday. So what that means is whatever rank you are Monday at midnight is what you'll get paid for the following Friday. That means today through Sunday is go time. If you're currently not paid, it's time to put ourselves in a position to get paid by Monday. Yeah. All right, it's time to put ourselves in a position to get paid by Monday. So your check next Friday is being written right now. I want y'all to understand that. I want you to write that down. My check next Friday is being written out right now. And I want to ask you, what are you doing to earn it? And I also want to ask you is how much does it say? At silver, that's $75 every single week. At gold, that's $150 every single week. As platinum, that's $250 every single week. What does your paycheck say? What check are they writing right now for you? I'm a little delusional. They writing a six-figure paycheck for me right about now. What did Leah say? 1,000. Ooh, that paycheck say 1K. You know, that's weekly every Friday. So you know what that means, right, y'all? That means she making $4,000 a month. And you know what else that means? It's at least 10 people. 12, 10. Oh, wait. Prospect? Oh, okay, I'm interested. All right. She got people interested right now. That video is doing the work for her. All right. Let me challenge y'all something else. This weekend, make 5 videos. Minimum. 5 TikTok videos minimum. I'll drop some video ideas in the chat for y'all later. 3, number 4. 3 weekend power moves. I'm gonna repeat myself. Create a list. Create your hit list. Right? This is gonna have 30 or 50 names to reach out to. Book 3+ Zoom exposures or in-person meetups. If you got some close friends, meet up with them. Your grand opening could be an in-person meetup. Like, hey girl, I'm pulling up to your house. Tell Sam to pull up. Tell Jessica to pull up. Tell so-and-so to pull up. And you pull up to the house. And you tell them your story about why you joined this business. You get on a Zoom call. You create a Zoom link and you put Leah on the call. You introduce them to Leah. You introduce them to myself. That's a grand opening right there. All right? So you want to try to do at least 3 this weekend. So you might do one call for the people who are available at 12. You might do another call for people who are available at 2. Just telling your story. Just introducing Leah. You might do another one at 3. And then we might have the big team launch at 4. Or you might do 2 calls Saturday, 1 call Sunday. All right, however you do it. All right, and then you want to get at least 1 new person added to the Telegram and schedule a follow-up. So the last thing is I want to give you guys is a mindset, right? Average people look forward to the weekend. Successful people use it as a launch pad. Average people look forward to the weekend. Successful people use it as a launch pad. The next thing I want you to understand is you have to be obsessed with your future. You have to be obsessed with your future to turn it into reality. So you want to lock in your rank, wherever it is that you want to be. Write that goal down, whether you want to make $4,000 a month, $2,000 a month, $1,000 a month. Lock in on that. And stay in momentum, stay in motion with all things in line with getting you there. So we closing this thing out. I got one question, right? If you haven't screen recorded this and posted it on your story and tagged me, that's one exposure that you're missing out on right now. That's one exposure that you're missing out on right now. You could get people swiping up on this post right now to where they like, what you doing? What's that meeting? His background kind of nice. Who is that? Who you working with? And you be like, man, Saturday, I'm doing a private call. I got something big loaded. Got something big in motion. Saturday at 12, what's your availability? And then you invite them to your grand opening. Right? And then I repost it and you repost it again and let them know, like, yeah, he know me. Yeah, he worked with me. You got to understand that everything is all about perception when it comes down to social media. You got to use perception in your favor. Some of y'all be like, oh yeah, I know Josh. I didn't kick it with Josh. I didn't have fun with Josh. So you don't post me as if the people that follow you don't know me. They don't know me. They don't know that I put my parents in a position to get paid. Today, I'm not the only person getting paid. Both of my parents getting a check today. Your caption for that Instagram story could be like, yo, shout out to my mentor. He's not only helped himself be in a position to earn multiple sources of income, but he got a business that pays him passively every single week, and both of his parents get paid from that business too. You know, every person that's viewing that want to help their parents is going to be like, damn, how? Can you introduce me to him? Can you put me on to him? You haven't done it yet. So they might not be super excited about all of what you've done, but it might be the excitement of what somebody else has done, right? So go ahead and let me know in the chat, man. Who ready to run it up? Who ready to get a bigger paycheck every Friday? Let me see. All right. Crush said me. Leah said me. Jock said me. Bree said me. Chase said me. Perfect, y'all. Let's get to it, man. I got a private training going on at 5 p.m. I got a text message from somebody. They said, I'm so ready to work. I'm excited for y'all. I got a private training going on at 5 p.m. If you are somebody that has ever enrolled anybody into your business, clear your schedule. If y'all ain't seen by morning dedication today, I'm on timing. The value is valuable right about now. Like it's hidden, right? But at 5 p.m., I'm gonna be doing a training to show you guys how to scale and grow your business even bigger, to get your team and your business to move with you, opposed to you doing all of the work moving by yourself. The sooner you get people to move with you and move for you when you're not moving, is the moment that passive income starts to flow. And I want to help y'all have a lot of passive income. So I'll see you guys at 5 for those who qualify. And other than that, you guys, today is Friday. We have an opportunity, a team launch call today at 7 p.m. Eastern time. This is a perfect opportunity to call a couple of friends, ask them about their goals. And if it's a goal that you believe we can help them achieve here, ask them, what are you doing today at 7? And if they say they're free, tell them, all right, cool, download the Zoom app. I'm going to invite you to a private meeting that I know for a fact will show you how you can reach your goals. All right, you guys. So do this for me real quick. All right. Maybe just give me like a little peace sign for my Instagram story. All right, everybody just give me like one of these or something like that for my Instagram story. But we locked in, man. Morning dedication on a Friday, right? We got the community locked in. They excited. We learning, we growing, we earning. Today is Residual Friday. We literally help people put themselves in position to start an online pre-built business that could pay them every single week. So if you are somebody that want to learn how to generate multiple streams of income, you want a weekly stream of income, swipe up and say biz. And I'm going to teach you guys how to run the best business in 2025. Let's get it. Appreciate y'all. I'll see you guys in the chats. Let me know what you took away from this call in the Telegram group and Millionaire Conversations. And I'll see you guys on the next call later on today. We are out.